Last year, in my first year teaching, one of my students was struggling to read fluently, and he was reading 22 words a minute, which is significantly lower than grade level. And after Christmas break, I tested him, and he was reading 77 words per minute, which is a 50-word per minute jump. My eyes swelled up with tears, and I stopped the class, and I said, "Class, guess what Angel's fluency score was?" And they all listened, and I shared his score with them, and they started applauding him, and it just showed me that we are sharing in our victories together. My parents grew up in very impoverished homes, and I knew that when I grew up I wanted to serve a community of high need, and I saw firsthand in their lives how education impacted them positively, and I wanted to do the same for our community in East Palo Alto. At Stanford, I began tutoring at EPACS, and I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with the kids I was working with and the teachers that I saw were working really hard for these students. Our expectation is that these students will go to college, and that is not a conversation that they're likely having in their neighborhood. Our kids are experiencing a lot of hardships at home. They are coming from homes with severe poverty, and they know that at EPACS they can find consistency. They can find teachers that are always here and putting in more hours than we should be. EPACS is a contagious place to be. Everyone senses the community and the love and support that is just overflowing in our classrooms and in our staff. And that has overflowed a great deal into my life personally. My husband chooses to volunteer every Wednesday. He loves seeing the kids. He loves experiencing their growth firsthand.
Great.
Our kids are performing at rates comparable to Palo Alto students, which are really high performing and high-resourced communities, and I think that our society should recognize that when we have high expectations and when we equip our students with best practices, they can succeed.
Capiche? Capiche!
Shayla, I could tell you're really in some thick fog over there. I hope you can see the next person you're trying to meet.
Good morning, Emmy.